I was born to the dirt. I shall return when my eyes are closed. In the shadows, my enemies won, but I am here to stay. Destiny will overcome, though I am not afraid.
In Tarkov, map knowledge is everything. Your ability to win fights, your ability to make sure that you get things done and survive raids is almost 100% dependent upon your map knowledge. So understanding a map and specific areas of every map is super key to making sure that you survive and get better at PvP. What's going on, YouTube? It's Austin Soukup here, back with another video for you today. If you have been avoiding playing Shoreline, or you have a bunch of tasks that you don't know how to do, well, then this is the video for you. In this video, we're going to be going over all of the basics of the resort on Shoreline, where things are, what the callouts are, all little sneaky little tips and tricks to make sure that you have all the knowledge to navigate the resort confidently. So hope you guys enjoy. If you do enjoy the video, don't forget to drop it a like. Make sure you comment below. Let us know, is there anything we missed or any other maps that you feel like we should go over in detail? And don't forget to subscribe if you're new for more content. Appreciate you guys. See you in the next one. When it comes to resort, there are a couple things you need to know. First and foremost, where you are and what the callouts are. So you make sure that if you're playing with others, you're able to very clearly decipher where your teammate is and call out where you are. So the first thing to know where you are when you spawn in is based on your extracts. So if you open your extracts and you see road to customs and railway bridge, that means you're going to be on the west side of the resort. If you open your extracts and you see tunnel, then that means you are going to be on the east side of resort. A couple things to know: Pure Boat and Path to Lighthouse will be the extracts no matter where you spawn. Those will be available to you. Let's get right into it. So I'm going to try to keep today's video as short and sweet as possible, just to make sure we get through all of the basics so you guys have at least a base understanding of how this map works and plays. And then we can go into further detail in further YouTube videos. The most important thing to understand when it comes to this map is direction. So the reason we start out here by the helicopter is if we want to figure out if we're inside of the resort, where we are at, the easiest way to tell is to get outside on one of these balconies on either side of the resort and look out and say, if you see the helicopter, right, then you know that you're facing south, and you can figure out whether you're on east or west wing. Or if you get on and vice versa, if you get on one of the balconies on the back side of the building and you see the admin building with the blue lettering on it, then you know that you are facing north and can then directionally again figure out whether you're on the west wing or you're on the east wing. So first we're going to talk about east wing. The east wing of the resort, the first thing you'll notice is that on the end of the building, on the back side of the building, there is no entrance. And you'll notice that when we go over to west wing, that there's an entrance on the back side of the building. So as we push on the front side of the building, you'll have to primarily enter through this front door. And again, so the reason we focus on this is the front of the health resort. The back side of the health resort is going to be the side on admin, or the non-helicopter side. So this is going to be the back entrance here. You can see there's a playground and a gazebo back here, and then you can see that admin building again. So that's going to be how you determine your callouts, whether it's on the front or the back of the building. Or you can use admin side or helicopter side as callouts as well. Secondly, you'll see there are two staircases here. One here. This one we refer to as zigzag. As you can see, it goes in a zigzag. So zigzag stairs are always going to be on the front side or helicopter side of the building. And then the spiral staircase is going to be on the back side of the building. As you can see, spirals up and down. And so that's a good way for callouts as well. Spiral side, or I'm going up spiral staircase. I'm going up zigzag staircase. That's another great callout that I use with my teammates all the time. Secondly, both sides of the resort have 3 floors. So once again, you can say I'm going up spiral staircase to 2nd floor. right? So now I'm on second floor of East Wing, near spiral staircase. So same thing with zigzag, right? I can go zigzag from all the way to first to third. So now I go up Zigzag Stairs, and now I'm on the third floor of East Wing, near Zigzag Stairs. Another important call out to keep in mind is mid stairs versus back stairs. So when we talk about that, so there are stairs obviously in the middle of the resort. There, the zigzag and the spiral staircase. We refer to those as middle. There is also a staircase on the back side of both wings. So these are going to be the back stairs. So obviously, if you are in the middle near the zigzag or spiral and you see someone run across here, you could say, I see someone on second floor by the back stairs. And we refer to that same thing on West Wing. So most of the East Wing and the West Wing are mirrored, other than a few differences, and we'll talk about some of those subtle differences. But in terms of those callouts, mid stairs, back stairs, those can be used pretty interchangeably on both wings. Another important thing to notice is in the East Wing, right? If you're on the first floor, the East Wing, you cannot go into the basement. Both at the back stairs and here at the mid stairs, the basement is blocked off, right? You can see that you cannot enter into the basement from the east. So that is one thing to keep in mind. One other thing to point out is on the East Wing, one cool thing is the third floor, you can actually get through the barbed wire. So you can see here on the third floor, right, I just came up from the zigzag stairs, middle stairs, is here. There's barbed wire blocking me from going to the other side of east third floor. If I just go through this cut through, I can go all the way from the back stairs to the mid stairs by just going through that room cut through. That'll be important to note because on West Wing, the third floor is not accessible to cut through. You have to go down to one of the other floors and walk across. And I can show you that here in a second. The roof is accessible on both wings. So I just came up from third floor. This is the entrance to the roof. So this is the East Wing roof. Again, on the front side, I can see the helicopter there. On the back side, I can see the admin building and the playground. So that's important to note. You can also get on this West Wing roof. So that is something to keep in mind if you ever come up to the roof, to watch out for that West Wing. The East Wing, while is accessible through that door by going up the back stairs, you can also get to the roof through these external stairs. They have a very, very unique sound. So if you ever hear someone running up these, you will know that these are the stairs that they are running up. So quickly, let's talk about the ways to get from East Wing over to West Wing. So first and foremost, you have Skybridge. Skybridge is going to be the sketchiest way to get across. It is a big, long glass hallway that is exposed to pretty much everywhere in the map. First of all, obviously someone could be on the other end watching you sniping. As you're walking across, you'll see admin, obviously, on one side, the helicopter on the other side. So there could be people in these admin windows watching you. There could be scavs out here patrolling, as well as scavs out by the helicopter. So this is one way to get across from east to West Wing, or from west to east. The other way that we can get across from East Wing to West Wing is through admin. And obviously admin we've talked about is the building with the blue writing on the front. And there's really three ways that we can get across through admin. One is going to be through these two glass bridges. So obviously Sky Bridge is the one we talked about there. These are just going to be on the ground. So you can obviously run down this glass bridge. You can run across and then across that glass bridge. You can also go outside if you feel like running through that glass might get you shot. You can run straight from East Wing or West Wing towards the back and go in. I'll show you where that is. So here's the back entrance to admin. And then the third option is what we call chat entrance. So this is going to be shooting out these glass panels and just running across this open area, which is why we call it chat entrance, because it takes a real Chad to run out here, make all the noise, and just jump in. So that is another way that we can get from East Wing to West Wing. So one other option that I would not recommend would be going from the front entrance of east, which is on the helicopter side, to the front entrance of west. Not ideal because you can be shot from anywhere on the balcony. It's obviously the longest route, and you want to make sure that you're exposed as little as possible. So those are your options to get from east to west or west to east. So really quickly, let's talk about admin. Admin building is going to be in between east and west. We've mentioned it a couple times as a reference point. So obviously we have the sky bridge, we have the helicopter there, we have the east wing, we have the west wing, and this is going to be the admin building. As you walk in the front door, you're going to see steps that go down as well as steps that go up. And the callouts here obviously are going to be, you have the west side of admin and you have the east side of admin, just like we have relative to the west and east parts of the resort. So this is going to be the west kitchen. You can obviously see it's a kitchen. You also have the back entrance to admin, the west back entrance here, that goes back out towards the sniper scav rock. And then you have the same on the east side. You saw us come in when we showed one of the ways that you can enter. And you have the same mirror over here. You have the east kitchen. So first and foremost, let's go up a floor. So when we go up and we land on this main floor, here's going to be the auditorium. Pretty simple call out, obviously. We have 2 back doors that you need to be aware of. These spawn closed. If you see one open, that means either a scav or a player has opened it. From there, we have the top floor of admin. You have the theater here, and then you have a bunch of rooms that you can loot on either side. Some of the doors spawn open, some spawn closed. We're not going to go over loot spots in this guide, but just want to kind of make you guys aware. So one room to be aware of on the west end of admin is this room right here. We refer to it as the pool room. Obviously, there's a pool table. This room has a great vantage point for some of the rooms in West Wing, as well as the sky bridge. You can also, from this room, use the drop down into West Kitchen if you're fighting someone in here. So that is one room to be aware of in admin as well. Admin also has a basement. As you can see, you can go downstairs. There's bathrooms on both sides. And then we can go all the way down into the basement here. And from here, we can actually wrap outside the back as well from both sides. If we cut through here, you can go outside here as well. And there are a couple rooms down here that you can loot. So now let's talk about the west wing of resort. So as we're coming in here, the first thing you'll notice is there is an entrance from the back wall that goes into west. All right, so this is going to be the helicopter side again. You can see right there. And then you have obviously the back side of the resort. As you come in, you'll enter in on the first floor. Again, the west wing has 3 floors. These, again, you'll see the back stairs. And as we push down to the middle of West Wing, you'll see again these same zigzag stairs that are on the helicopter side, and as well as the spiral stairs on the admin side. One quick thing to point out is on the West Wing, you can go down into the basement. This is a huge thing to keep in mind. There's a big gym with a bunch of looting spots down here. There are a couple quests that you have to do down in this basement. This basement goes from one side of west all the way to the other side. So that was the spiral staircase. And I can go all the way through this pool. And I can come out on the back stairs where we first came in. So here's going to be the hole in the back wall. As we mentioned, there's 3 floors. Again, here's going to be the second floor. You can go all the way down, and here's the 3rd floor. As I mentioned in the east side video, the one difference with the west side is you cannot go all the way from the mid stairs to the back stairs. You can go around this set of bookshelves just by hitting this cut-through room. However, you cannot get past this one. You can jump up on these boxes and shoot people who are fighting there, but there is no way to get around. This room is locked, and this room is covered by a bookshelf. So that's one important thing to keep in mind if you were fighting someone, is you cannot get all the way across the west wing 3rd floor. You have to either go down the 2nd floor or the 1st floor to get from the back stairs to the mid stairs. Just like on East Wing, West Wing has a roof, as I mentioned. If we go all the way up past the 3rd floor, we'll have the same door that enters out onto the roof. You can see the door to the East Wing that we saw earlier. And the similar structure here on this roof, we have that entrance by the back stairs, as well as the metal stairs outside on the back or admin side of the building. Same thing, these have a very distinct sound you can hear when someone is running up and down them. So always make sure if you hear that noise, you know where it's at. One other thing on the West Wing is on both ends of the 2nd floor, there's barbed wire. So if you ever hear someone hit barbed wire, you'll know that they're on 2nd floor. The other key is, as you get from closer to the mid stairs, you have to jump over this barbed wire. So if you ever hear someone run and jump and land, that's someone jumping over the barbed wire near mid stairs on 2nd floor of West Wing. You'll see the same thing here on West Wing. Here's the view down Skybridge. Skybridge is always on 2nd floor to run across from west to east. And a similar setup on 3rd floor as we saw on East Wing. So let's talk about some tips and tricks of Resort. First and foremost, these holes in the floor are something that are very important to recognize where they are. So this is on the 2nd floor of East Wing. There is a hole in the floor here, right by Sanitar's room, or the blue tape key. It's the room with the red bloody handprint, 110. Right, so there is a hole in the ceiling or on the floor, depending on which floor you're looking at it, that you can see down below into. So this is a great spot to kind of hit a flank and see if you see anyone. If you're obviously down on the 1st floor, you need to be aware of this drop. So someone can drop down, right, and has a good angle on you if you're, sitting here perched watching, the back entrance. So the other drop in the floor is on the 3rd floor of East. You can actually go, when you come up spiral staircase, you can go to the right, and there is a hole in the floor over here by the pool table. This is a really great flank position if you're fighting someone in this hallway. It happens a lot when people come across the Skybridge from west to east, and you hear them running across. Let's say you're looting the 2nd or the 1st floor, right, and you're fighting them here, and you're not able to kill them or get the perfect position on them. You can wrap up spiral staircase, push all the way down here, go over the wood, go down by the pool table, and make that drop, and you'll be behind them. It's a great flank to make. So just like we saw on the East Wing, the West Wing also has these holes in the floor or in the ceiling that you can use to make cool flanks and maneuvers on people. This first one is on the 3rd floor of Resort. Right between Spiral and Mid, there are 2. So there's one right by the spiral staircase here as you come up to 3rd, where you can drop and look towards Skybridge. And there is also one on the part of 3rd floor that is blocked off that you can look down towards the jump over barbed wire and drop down again to make a flank on people either coming down from backstairs or people that are fighting here on the mid, in between the mid stairs. There is another drop spot on West Wing. It's right by the Skybridge as soon as you get to the West Wing side. And this drops down to 1st floor. So, and again, another cool flanking spot that you can utilize if someone's on 1st to get a drop on them as well. So make sure you're utilizing that drop through the floor as well. The last tip and trick I will give you is jumping off the balcony. So you can actually jump off the second floor balconies on Resort outside onto the ground and survive. This is a really good flanking maneuver. So here you'll see the west wing front door, right? This is on the helicopter side. You can see the helicopter there again. So if I go inside the resort and I wrap up the spiral staircase and I pop a Propital, it's my painkiller, I can go out onto the balcony and jump off, and now I'm able to run in and flank. So if you ever are fighting someone who's stuck here at the front door, always keep in mind that you do have the option to jump off the balcony to fight them, whether they're down here or outside or just inside, and they may not even know it. You don't make sound as well when you jump off that balcony, so they won't even be able, they'll hear you jump, but they won't hear you land, which is a pretty broken mechanic, but really helpful if you're trying to fight. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did find it helpful, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe. We'll be coming out with more content on Shoreline, loot guides, open rooms, PvP guides, and anything else. If you have any other ideas, drop it in the comments below. I appreciate you guys checking this out. We'll see you guys in the next one.